My dear child, if you believe in angels, I want you to take a deep breath and stay with me while I speak. Right now, an angel is talking, saying, the waiting is over. What used to be hidden is now coming into the light. That quiet feeling deep in your chest, the one that kept you awake at night but you never knew how to explain, is finally being shown for what it really is. No more secrets. No more waiting. No more confusion. God is revealing the truth about your son. Then everything goes still. The silence feels loud, like thunder in your soul. Can you feel it? That pressure in your chest, the chill in your spine? That's not fear. It's your spirit waking up. Your heart already knew something wasn't right, even if your mind didn't want to see it. But now God says there's no more time to pretend. It's time to face what's been hidden. This isn't to hurt you. It's to help you. Your son has been holding on to a secret, not for a little while, but for a long time. And God has been watching. He waited, hoping your son would change. God sent him dreams, signs, people, anything to help him turn around. But your son shut all of it out. He smiled in front of you, but behind his eyes, he was hiding a world you never saw. Now God is stepping in. He says, I'm not hiding this anymore. I'm showing the truth, not to destroy you, but to rescue you. It might feel like your heart is breaking. The son you love so deeply is stuck in something bigger than you can see. But this isn't punishment, it's protection. What your son is involved in is dangerous, spiritually and emotionally. It's blocking blessings and bringing trouble into your home. And God says, enough. Your son is not the same little boy who used to laugh and run into your arms. That boy is still in there, but something has changed. The enemy saw your son's light early on and started planting doubt, pain, and confusion. Your son opened the door, little by little. He walked paths that looked fine at first, but were filled with lies. He started saying things that sounded normal but had hidden meanings. He started changing in ways you couldn't explain. You've seen it, the distance, the silence, the coldness in his energy, the strange moods, the secret phone calls, the friends he never mentions. His smile feels fake, and his heart feels far away. This isn't just being a teenager. This is a spiritual fight. There's something inside him that was never supposed to be there. And God sees your quiet pain. He knows how hard it is to believe, but you have to face it. This isn't gossip. This is from God. And God doesn't lie. He's not showing you this to shame your son, but to give him one last chance. This is God stepping in before things go too far. You've cried. You've prayed. You've asked if your son is okay. Deep down, your spirit already knew the answer. And now, God is confirming it. Yes, something is wrong. Yes, it's worse than you thought. Yes, time is almost up. But don't panic. This is the beginning of a powerful change. If you can face this now and not run from it, God will move in mighty ways. He will break chains. He will clear out the darkness. He will restore what was lost. But He won't stay quiet anymore. He's turning on the light so everything can be seen. The truth will shock you. It will hurt. But it will also free you. And the truth won't just be about your son, it will include people you trusted, even family, even leaders. This goes deeper than you know. But after the storm, there will be peace. Your house will feel lighter. Your spirit will be clean. And if your son chooses to turn back to God, he will become a testimony of healing and hope. But the truth has to come out first. God says, don't try to stop it. Don't ask me to wait. Don't make excuses. This is the only way healing can happen. You love your son. That's why this hurts. But real love faces the pain so healing can begin. This is like surgery. It hurts, but it's necessary. You might see things shift fast, a fight, a strange message, a shocking comment, a slip-up, or someone telling you something unexpected. These aren't random. They are planned moments from heaven. The Holy Spirit is showing you what's really happening. Your job is to stay alert. Don't deny it. Don't blame yourself. Don't explain it away. Trust God. When the right moment comes, the words you need will rise up in you. You'll feel strength like a wave. Your pain will turn into courage. You are not alone. Angels are around you now. Michael is guarding your home. Gabriel is delivering truth. The Holy Spirit is whispering wisdom. This isn't the end, it's breakthrough. Your son's soul is being fought for. And heaven refuses to lose him. You were chosen for this. God picked you to bring light into the dark. You won't fail. So if you cry, let it be with purpose. Let your tears bring healing. Let your pain turn into power. You're not just suffering, you're standing in the middle of a spiritual mission. You are a messenger. A guide. A parent called by God to see what others don't. Your loyalty will open doors for generations. This is happening now for a reason. God is answering your prayers, just not in the way you expected. If this truth stayed hidden, worse things would follow. But God is acting now, because He loves you and your son. This is your moment. Get ready. The truth is coming fast. And it won't just change your son, it will change you. It will shake your world, but in the best way. The truth is what will heal your family. When it comes, it might leave you speechless. You might cry when you hear it all. You might feel lost at first. But this is what healing looks like. It starts with truth. Your son's story will touch more lives than you can imagine. And your strength will be remembered. God sees you. He knows the love you've given. The pain you've felt. The nights you've spent asking questions with no answers. But now, answers are coming. Someone is going to bring the truth to you. Maybe a dream. Maybe a stranger. Maybe a message. However it comes, know it's not random. This person has been sent to unlock something that's been stuck for years. Your son is not broken. He is chosen. But he cannot become who he's meant to be until the truth is faced. He's cried when no one was watching. He's been scared you wouldn't understand. But now God says, it's time. No more hiding. No more shame. The truth will hurt, but it will also open the door to love. I see what your son carries. I've been with him through the hardest moments. I'm helping him slowly. I've chosen you not to punish him, but to love him through his healing. You were made for this. Your spirit is a perfect match for his. You were picked to help him through the storm. The truth is showing now, because it has to. Sometimes life stops, and we finally see what's real. This is that moment. Don't run from it. Don't close your eyes. Let it change you. Let it lead you to something greater. God is holding your hand. You were created for this. You have always been strong. Now, let your love shine like fire. Everything is shifting. What's been hidden will be revealed. It will shock you, but it won't destroy you. It will wake you up. You'll witness a meeting, a conversation that opens everything up. It will feel heavy, but it will also feel holy. Watch for it. And when your son looks at you with truth in his eyes, let him know you see him, really see him. That's when everything changes. Forgive him, not because it's easy, but because it will set both of you free. Your words matter. Your touch matters. Use them for healing. This is the moment you prayed for. It just came in a different way. This is your answer, even if it's wrapped in hard truths. Your son is growing into something stronger than his past. And you are walking beside him, not behind. You'll see him rise. You'll hear him speak. And the world will listen. Because when truth is free, it can't be locked away again. People who doubted him will fall silent. Those who questioned you will be in awe. But you'll know the real story. You were there. You saw it all. And one day, you'll look back and say, God carried us through. This isn't the end. It's the beginning. Your son was never meant to hide. He was made to shine. And because you chose love over fear, light over silence, and faith over shame, he finally will. And when the light finally shines through the cracks, and all that was hidden is no longer in the shadows, you'll realize something important. You were never meant to fix this on your own. You were never expected to carry this burden with just your human strength. God was always with you, guiding your steps, softening the blows, preparing your heart. He placed something powerful inside you long before the pain ever arrived. A spiritual fire that doesn't go out in storms. A voice that can speak calm into chaos. A love that cannot be shaken by secrets or broken by fear. That love was placed in you for this very moment. You might feel tired. You might wonder if you still have the strength to keep standing. But I promise you, the power that lives in you is not running out. It's being renewed right now. With every truth that comes forward, with every tear that falls, with every moment of courage, you are being made stronger. You are being stretched into someone who sees deeper, prays harder, and loves fiercer than ever before. Your faith is being built like a bridge, one that your son can walk across when he's ready to return to the light. Even if his words come slowly, even if the truth feels messy, even if he stumbles while trying to explain, it's okay. God already knows the full story. You don't need every detail to show love. You don't need every answer to give grace. You only need to trust the one who is revealing it all. The one who holds your son's heart in his hands, even now. God sees past the behaviors, past the confusion, past the choices. He sees the wounded boy inside who never stopped hoping someone would notice. And you did. You noticed. You prayed. You stood in the gap when no one else could see what was wrong. That was not a waste. Heaven is honoring every prayer, every sleepless night, every time you chose compassion over anger. Soon, your son will reach a moment where he can no longer keep quiet. The weight of silence will become too heavy. He will look for a safe place to fall apart. And when he does, let that place be you. Not the you filled with judgment or fear, but the you that God has been preparing. The you who sees with spiritual eyes. The you who understands that this isn't just about what he's done, but about what's been done to him. About what was allowed to grow in darkness because no one ever exposed it to the light. And when the truth finally sits between you, raw, real, and trembling, don't rush to fix it. Just listen. Just hold space. Let your silence be a sanctuary. Let your eyes speak love even if your words fail. He doesn't need you to have all the answers. He just needs to know you haven't left. That your love didn't run out when the truth showed up. That your loyalty wasn't tied to how easy things were. Because real love gets louder when the pain does. And this love, your love, will become his turning point. It will be the thing that keeps him from falling too far. It will be the echo in his soul when everything else is quiet. He will remember that in his darkest hour, you didn't run. You stayed. You loved. You forgave. And that memory will be a lifeline. A lighthouse. A way back to God. Don't worry if others don't understand what you're doing. Some people may try to make you feel foolish for giving grace. They might question your choices, your parenting, your faith. But they weren't given your assignment. They weren't chosen to carry your son's breakthrough. You were. And what God has called you to do, He will equip you to finish. You might not see full restoration right away. Healing can be slow. Change might come in quiet steps instead of loud moments. But don't lose hope. Every honest word spoken, every lie exposed, every truth brought into the light, these are seeds being planted. And they will grow. Even when it looks like nothing is happening on the surface, God is working underground. Roots are forming. Freedom is taking shape. And soon, you'll see fruit. You'll see your son walk with a different kind of strength. Not the strength that comes from hiding pain, but the kind that rises from walking through it and surviving. You'll see his eyes soften. You'll hear the shift in his voice. You'll notice how the heaviness slowly lifts. That's healing. That's restoration. That's what happens when love wins over shame. And when the time is right, your son will not only heal, he will help others heal. What once made him feel broken will become his greatest testimony. He will speak with honesty and wisdom that only comes from walking through fire and finding God on the other side. He will hold space for others who are hurting, and they will listen, because they will feel the truth in him. They will feel the peace in him. They will see that he is no longer hiding. But this can only happen if the truth is allowed to surface now. So stay ready. Keep your heart open. Keep your ears tuned to the Spirit. God is going to keep speaking to you. Through moments, through people, through feelings that don't go away. Listen closely. Trust what you hear. Respond with love and courage. There will be more signs. More moments that seem like coincidence but are really heaven whispering. You might overhear something. You might sense something while praying. You might see a behavior that finally makes everything clear. These are not accidents. They are divine appointments. And when they come, don't be afraid. Let God guide your response. He will tell you when to speak and when to stay quiet. When to hold and when to release. When to push and when to simply stand firm. And if doubt creeps in, remember this: God does not bring truth to crush you. He brings truth to prepare you, to arm you, to set you free. You are not here by accident. You were placed in this exact moment, with your son, in this family, on purpose. Heaven trusted you with this assignment, because heaven knew you could handle it. So walk boldly now. Speak life over your son, even when he isn't in the room. Declare freedom over your house, even when things feel stuck. Anoint your doorways. Pray over his bed. Lay hands on his clothes when he's not looking. Ask the Holy Spirit to fill every corner of your home. Ask for angelic protection to surround your son when he leaves your sight. You don't need to wait for him to ask for help. You can intercede now. You are not powerless. You are filled with power from on high. The same Spirit that raised Jesus from the dead lives in you. And that Spirit is at work right now, preparing the breakthrough. So don't give up. Don't shut down. Don't walk away. Stay in it. Fight in prayer. Fight in love. Fight with grace. because your son's future is worth it. One day, you'll sit across from him, and he'll tell you the full story. The whole truth. The fears he couldn't name. The questions that haunted him. The things that stole his peace. And as he talks, you won't feel anger. You'll feel peace. Because you'll know that God was with both of you all along. And when the tears come, they won't be bitter. They'll be sweet, healing tears. Tears that wash away years of silence and pain. And in that moment, heaven will rejoice, because a child who was drifting has come home. This is your legacy. This is your calling. This is your moment to stand in love like never before. It may feel heavy now, but you are not alone. God is lifting you. Heaven is backing you. The battle may be long, but the victory is certain. You will see your son restored. You will see your family healed. You will see beauty rise from the ashes. You will say, God kept his promise. And through all of it, your heart will be made new. Not just because the truth came out, but because love stayed through the storm. That's what makes this story so powerful. Not that everything turned out perfect, but that grace showed up when it mattered most. That's what will echo through generations. That's what your son will remember. So don't stop believing. Don't stop loving. Don't stop hoping. The unveiling is happening. The healing has begun. And what's ahead is more beautiful than anything behind you. Hold on. You're almost there. And when the sun rises on the other side of this storm, you'll look around and see that everything has shifted, not because the pain was easy, but because the truth was worth it. The shadows that once crept through the corners of your home will be gone. The silence that once screamed will be replaced with peace. The tension you felt in the air will melt away. And in its place, you'll feel the quiet strength of something sacred, healing, wholeness, restoration. You'll see your son differently, not with the weight of fear or disappointment, but with the deep joy that comes from knowing he made it through. That he chose light over darkness. That the lies no longer have a hold on him. And you'll know, without a doubt, that God kept every promise. You'll remember how you fought with prayers when no one else knew what was going on. How you stayed on your knees while others gave up. How you held your faith like a torch through the darkest hours. And you'll realize none of it was wasted. Every tear watered the soil of breakthrough. Every prayer shook the heavens. Every moment of silence, when you listened instead of reacted, was a seed of wisdom. You were being used by God in ways you couldn't see at the time. But now the fruit is blooming. Your obedience created a path for freedom. Your surrender opened the door for miracles. And in that quiet reflection, you'll feel a peace that can't be explained. A peace that doesn't depend on the answers, the timeline, or the approval of others. It's the peace that comes from trusting God with what matters most, and seeing Him prove Himself faithful. Again and again. You'll know that even in the hardest moments, He was right there. Holding your heart. guarding your family, whispering, "Just trust me. I'm working all things for good." Your son, too, will carry that peace. He will begin to walk lighter, speak clearer, love deeper. He'll step into his purpose not as someone defined by struggle, but as someone refined by it. The fire that nearly destroyed him will become the fire that fuels his passion. He will stand in front of people one day, maybe in a room, maybe on a stage, maybe across a table, and share what God did for him. He will talk about pain, yes, but also about redemption. He'll tell others, "I thought I was too far gone. But God came for me through my mom, through my dad, through my family, through the truth." And that testimony will break chains in others. It will spark healing in people who never thought they'd feel whole again. Because truth always multiplies. Healing always spreads. Freedom always finds more hearts to set free. That's the ripple effect of what's happening in your home. This isn't just about your son. This is about generations. This is about breaking cycles that tried to live in silence forever. This is about restoring what the enemy stole before it could poison anyone else. And you, dear parent, will walk in honor. Not worldly honor, not applause or recognition, but a heavenly honor. You'll know the reward of being faithful with the hardest task, loving someone through their unveiling. Standing still while the truth broke open and doing it without turning away. You'll carry that honor not as pride, but as peace. A quiet, steady confidence that says, "We made it. And we didn't give up." Maybe the road ahead still has moments of uncertainty. Maybe your son will still stumble. But now you know what to do. You know how to listen. You know how to pray. You know how to wait. And more than anything, you know who to trust. God has shown you His power. You've seen His fingerprints on every step. And now, that relationship with Him is deeper. You don't just believe in Him, you've walked with Him. And that closeness will carry you through every chapter yet to come. So take a deep breath. Let yourself rest. Let the waves of peace wash over you. Let the healing continue to unfold in its perfect timing. This isn't the end, it's the beginning of something beautiful. Something stronger. Something unshakable. Your home is being covered with a new kind of atmosphere, one filled with light, truth, joy, and grace. Your son is not defined by what happened, but by how God rescued him. And you are not defined by fear anymore, but by faith that has been tested and proven strong. This is your story now, a story of breakthrough, of redemption, of love that didn't quit. And this story will live on. So when the quiet days come, when life settles, and you start to wonder if it all really happened, remember the change. Remember the strength that rose up in you when you thought you had nothing left. Remember the moment you heard the truth and chose to love anyway. That's who you are. That's who your son will always remember you to be. Not perfect. Not all-knowing. but present, loving, unshakable, and chosen. Heaven is still with you. The angels are still watching. And God, the same one who started this unveiling, is still writing the story. A story full of hope, healing, and grace. A story where love wins. A story where truth sets people free. A story where your son finds his way, and you both walk in peace. So close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in that peace. And hear this one last whisper from heaven: well done. You didn't run. You didn't quit. You trusted me. And because of that, everything will be made new. This is the closing of one chapter, but the opening of something far greater. What was once hidden is now known. What was once broken is being made whole. What was once feared is now faced. And what was once lost is finally found. Amen. And so it is.